I'm Shannon Aberdeen, and this is my response to question 5. I'm going to be talking about how my market research links back to my final project. Okay, here we created a graph to kind of see who we wanted to target, kind of our specific audience. We did have quite a lot of variety of results, but our audience that we wanted to aim was 16 to 24 year olds. Now we do think we've done that, as our final project has used actors in this age group, so people can kind of relate to what's happening in a way. In addition to this, we did kind of target the age of 25 to 34, again as we do have actors this age, and it is kind of one of them films that can be enjoyed for not only teenagers but also young adults, maybe people in uni. Now we also done the question of do you like the horror genre. Obviously when creating a film you need to notice and kind of recognise who would like the film and who wouldn't. In this case we kind of found that 67% of the people that we did ask really do like the horror genre, but of course some people will not like it. But we have chosen the horror genre in general because it is a good target market and it's quite a popular one, and it's easy to create a film that is unique from others. Moving on, we kind of asked the question, how often do you watch a horror film within 1 month? We chose this because obviously horror films are always coming out, and that just means there's a lot of competition. This graph shows that the target audience occasionally watch a horror with a total of 8 people compared to just watching it 3 times. We can conclude that this is a popular genre of film because of how many people watch horror films. Now we've done this question because we wanted to know what kind of film to create. Do you prefer slasher or supernatural? Now, supernatural and slasher were very, very popular in this questionnaire, so we chose to do a slasher. Maybe we did in our final project. This did actually come through, as we used quite violent scenes, as we show a knife. We do use a little bit of blood, but we don't use it too much to kind of give away that it is a slasher film in the opening sequence. Now we've got how do you feel when watching a horror. This is we wanted people to feel kind of thrilled, but not in the opening sequence, but not too scared, as we wanted a slow placid entry that kind of showed the threat in a way. And the feelings that we did want were thrilled, scared. We didn't want amused or neutral. So I think we were successful when creating a film, as we created kind of a tense atmosphere that kind of put the audience in a kind of scared and thrilled atmosphere. This question was very important, as we did create an opening sequence and only focus on this bit. The question was, in the opening sequence to a horror, what do you prefer to see or hear? Now we asked if people prefer to see a cold mise scene, extreme close-ups, fast editing, deaths or mysterious acts. Now the most popular again was extreme close-ups and also fast editing. Now fast editing kind of creates a fast pace and a sense of urgency, and sometimes even frightening kind of atmosphere. And again, we have done that in our piece, and I think we were very successful, as we've used fast-paced editing and extreme close-ups to show the significance of certain props and how they again link into the rest of the film. What's your favourite horror film? We asked these kind of films because we wanted to know what kind of film we wanted to base our film on. So the most popular was Paranormal Activity. Now again, that is actually a supernatural film, so we wanted to come away from that, but we also had a lot of people that were interested in Saw, and that's the film we kind of based us on, as our distribution company created the same film like Saw, and we wanted to create that too. Now this was another really important question that we needed to make sure our piece was successful at, and that was, what do you want to learn in the first few minutes of the film? That was, people asked to know the name, the protagonist, the background of the main character, and we have mostly done that. But we've also, I would say we've been successful, but we've done it in a unique way compared to the big films. For example, we haven't given a background, but we've hinted little stuff, which kind of don't give the plot away too much, so the person's always left in that mysterious of what's happening, why is this happening. And that's my beginning to question 5.